Hello everyone, welcome to Game Theory and Us. So far in this channel we have covered a few topics on game theory and human behavior. I think this is a good time to take a pause, reflect and kind of reinforce the motivation of this channel. This channel begins with a very simple idea. A lot of human behavior looks irrational because we are looking at it too superficially. We watch people betray, conform, chase status, posture, defend bad institutions, or participate in a system that they clearly dislike. And often the rationale given for this behavior is stupidity, foolishness, or greed. This may be true sometimes, but this reasoning or this rationale is intellectually lazy. It explains less than what it thinks it does. What usually matters is the incentive structure around the behavior. People do not act in isolation. People act based on the incentive structure, the uncertainty involved, the weight of reputation and social status associated with the situation, or the chances of future interactions. Once you start seeing this game structure, your worldview completely changes. Now, what used to appear as irrational behavior starts to look patterned behavior. What used to look like an absurd rationale or absurd behavior starts to appear more logical and strategic. It may not be admirable, it may not be moral or the right thing to do, but it definitely starts appearing more logical. And this is what this channel is about. In this channel, we will use the tools of game theory and behavioral sciences to explore and understand the hidden games behind the social constructs of trust, conformance, status signaling, and institutions, cultures, or rather decay of institutions and cultures. The goal of this channel is to not make humans appear noble. The goal is to make humans understandable. We want to understand why smart people follow crowd, why bad systems survive for so long, why companies and institutions take decisions that prove disadvantageous to the society in general and to themselves as well. These questions are connected, and they are connected at a much deeper level than we currently understand. The core claim of this channel is to understand that bad outcomes are not necessarily produced by individual stupidity. Bad outcomes can also be produced, are more often produced by a dysfunctional system where individual is acting in a rational way. That is the reason why the trust decays over time. That is why the cultures decay over time. That is why people find it so exhausting to participate in the game of status. That is why the collective life appears so deeply broken, and even then it is surprisingly stable. A system does not have to be good to be stable. A system only has to punish the deviations and make it costly. So this channel is not just about theory for its own sake. This channel is about making the social world more readable. With the learnings and analysis in this video, we will elevate the questions that we ask. We stop asking basic questions like why humans behave in a certain way that they do. Instead, we'll start asking what games the individual is playing in. With this worldview, this will completely change how you see the world and the social order around us. You will start to see and notice the incentive structure of a situation. You will start to understand the hidden payoffs and the fear of moving first or fear of deviating from the crowd. You will start to also understand the equilibrium state of the system or a society and why bad systems are surprisingly stable. The point is very simple: to understand the strategic game behind human behavior. This clarity is important because this clarity will help you with the first step of having a more deeper and a more serious understanding of human behavior. Without this clarity, you will continue to confuse the human nature with a dysfunctional system. And having this clarity of a dysfunctional system allows you, or maybe enables you, to ask completely different set of questions that are based on incentive structures, and it is often more revealing than attributing it mistakenly to the human behavior. So with that said, I would end the video here, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you.